2, 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Welcome back to Butlin Road here in beautiful Rugby for live coverage of the second half of the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division match between Rugby Town and Coventry United. Half-time scores Rugby 0, Coventry 0. Plenty of chances, plenty of exciting attacking play here at Butlin Road, but so far no goals, and that is not going to do, is it? We're going to have to see some goals in the second half, and let's hope that we're not going to be starved of goal and half action after half time. Let's get you through the first team lineups once again for both sides before we get things underway. For Coventry United, number 1, Rich Morris. Number 2, Brad Jones. Number 3, Tom James. Number 4, Tommy Glasgow. Number 5, Chris Cox. Number 6, Kyle Barnett. Number 7, Lewis Rankin. Number 8, Gift Musa. Number 9, Aaron Apoku. Number 10, Dave Molly. And number 11, Aaron Wint. And for Rugby Town, number 1, Niall Cooper. Number 2, Fabian Smith. Number 3, Craig Kelly. Number 4, James Dance, the captain. Number 5, Sean Castleton. Number 6, Trey Braithwaite. 7, Ben Ashby. Number 8, Lee Mithold. Number 9, David Kolodinsky. Number 10, Ruben Wiggins Thomas. And number 11, Sam Belcher. So those are your starting lineups for Coventry United and Rugby Town. Strong benches for both sides as well. We'll let you know who comes on and where they're going to be lining up when those substitutes happen. But so far no changes as we get set for the second half. The Rugby Town fans have now switched from the right hand side of us to the left hand side, the end that their team are attacking. Braithwaite was the header, fired clear by Barnett. Kelly, bit of end-to-end stuff here at Butlin Road. Going out of play now for a Coventry United throw-in deep into their own territory, to be taken by Brad Jones, the more defensive of the two right backs. Jeff Woodward, of course, on the bench, as well as tap in Mitch Piggin. He's back on the bench, and we could be seeing him in the second half if United don't find the back of the net sharpish. Craig Reid, of course, on there as well as Josh O'Grady. Kelly, Braithwaite, nice one on the left hand side. It comes off the leg of Brad Jones to Ruben Wiggins Thomas. I'll choose the cut in now for Rugby Town. As Ben Ashby makes his way into the penalty area, cleared well, and now Dave Molly trying to take on Niall Cooper just to get the ball in time, and Cooper will grasp onto that one and send it upfield with Fabian Smith. Poor pass picked up by Chris Cox. Cox taken out. I think it was actually taken out by Gift Musa, but the free kick's been given against Lee Mithold. It looked to me as if Cox was caught by Musa. Well, both players getting back to their feet, sorting out their socks and getting ready to restart play. Cox playing at centre back for the second time in succession. Of course, Cox is usually a centre mid, but as anyone who followed our coverage last season will know, he does play centre back when needed. Messrs Coleman and Prince are not in the side today, so Cox will play at centre back with Kyle Barnett as Aaron Wint gives away a free kick for an infringement on I think that's Sam Belcher. Bit of a push in the back. Ashby, a rather wayward pass, but it's picked up on the right hand side by Fabian Smith. Ashby dribbles the ball away from Musa back into Rugby territory. Braithwaite. Slide by Mithold to try and bring the ball back under control, but he loses out to James, who sends it up line looking for Dave Molly, doesn't find him. It's Dance who dribbles it away, flicked over to the fence by Sam Belcher. Belcher's been caught by Musa, and the referee has given a free kick against United halfway into the red and green half. The referee did try and allow play on as Kolodinsky was racing down that right hand side trying to get onto that loose ball, but he wasn't going to get there, so the referee has given the free kick, and another yellow card, this time to Kyle Barnett. Well, these yellow cards have been dished out by hotcakes. So Barnett becomes the, I believe I'm right in saying, the 5th player to be put into the referee's notebook. An ever-growing list. It's going to be Braithwaite to whip it into the area in a rather central position. Only Dance and Kelly are behind this free kick. Towards the far post. Volley cleared by Cox, but not quite clear. As Belcher tried to pick it up inside the area. United have cleared the lines now, only as far as Braithwaite. Halfway into United territory, trying to whip towards the right hand side of Kolodinsky. Picked up and cleared by James. Apoku will chase it, but it should be an easy gather for Niall Cooper, and it is. Throws it Michael Jordan style over to James Dance, the centre back. Up line to Smith. Fullbacks seem to be playing a higher line in this second half of rugby. Ball got caught under the feet of Castleton. He's fired the ball up line now. As a knee ball through for Ruben Wiggins. Thomas Cox is well to get his body in the way and make the challenge and clear his lines. That could have been a very dangerous moment for United. But it's now Rugby on the side of dangers. Dave Murray races forward and opposed into the area. Options to the far post. Tried to find Aaron Apoku. Out comes Cooper. Catches it easily. We'll just see how things can change as Belcher strides forward. Into the area. Collins, he's offside. He's offside. So there was the right hand side of the box. Struck it well. It hit the shoulder of Rich Morris and went out. But it was offside anyway, and Aaron Wint's in trouble. He's gone to the floor. And Coventry United are making the change now. And who is this coming on? It's it's Donnell Benjamin.
Substitution for Coventry United, leaving the field, number 11, Aaron Wint, being replaced by number 17, Donnell Benjamin.
So Donnell Benjamin making his second appearance for the Red and Greens at his impressive debut against Long Eaton on Tuesday night. An immediate impact at his very fast swap from Redditch as Aaron Wint makes his way up the field. In fact, Donnell Benjamin very nearly didn't make it to Long Eaton as he, Giff Musa and Dave Molly were actually stranded on the motorway going up to Long Eaton with I believe it was a flat tyre, and Dave Molly had to actually change the tyre. So if it wasn't for Dave Molly's mechanical skills, we wouldn't have seen Donnell Benjamin make his debut. But we are seeing it now, and United will get us in the way with a free kick after that offside against David Kolodinsky. Morris fires it clear. Apoku can only find Ashby, who stabs it forward. Kolodinsky's not that fast. And Morris will pick it up on the edge of his own penalty area, flick it into his hands and distributes it. But fierce throw to the left with Tom James. United now seem to be playing they're sticking with the 4-3-3 after half time. Chris whipped in. Molly. Falls to Lewis. Rankin over the crossbar. Rugby failing to deal with the danger. As Benjamin making an instant impact, wicking it in for the left-hand side. Rankin picked it up. Decent effort on goal, but too high. If he had kept it down, I don't think Cooper would have been able to keep that one out. "50 minutes of play gone here at Butlin Road in Rugby. Rugby Town 0, Coventry United 0. And the first change made for the Red and Greens as Aaron Wint is taken off injured. Replaced by Donnell Benjamin. And Lewis Rankin charged into by Brad Jones. Well, Jones isn't happy about it, but what else can the referee do? Rankin's going for the ball and Jones just barges into the back of him with no attempt to go after the ball. And well, I'm very surprised. If all honesty, that's the most yellow card challenge that I've seen throughout this game. And in fact, yes, the referee is going to book him now. So Fabian Smith, on his return to rugby, goes straight into the referee's book. So the 6th yellow card of the match. So pretty much a quarter of the players on the field for Coventry United and Rugby Town booked. Lewis Rankin lines this one up. No wall in sight. It's towards the far post. Chris Cox flies over Cox, and that'll go all the way out of play for a goal kick. Poor set piece from Rankin. United, of course, do have attacking options on the bench, none more so than tap-in Mitch Piggin. He's been out for 6 weeks. He's in the matchday squad for the first time since August, after suffering an injury against, I think it was Worcester. He was taken out by a defender against Worcester. He damaged ligaments in his ankle, and he hasn't been seen since. He's been trying to get back onto the pitch for the last 3 weeks, but he's been told not to. And he's back on the bench now as a failed rugby attack fizzles out. Molly stabbed out of play by Castleton. And a throw in to Coventry United right in front of Terry Anderson's dugout. United coaching staff have been under pressure recently. They know that the fans have been getting behind them, and they've thanked the fans for their support in the last couple of days. Poor throw cleared by Castleton. Barnett nods it up rather than out. It's brought down to earth by Jones. Well, it should have been, but it's headed out of play by Sam Belcher, as Jones couldn't bring it to earth. Jones's throw up line, nodded on by Poku, and it's over the head of Dave Molly. Back to the goalkeeper by Dance. Cooper closed down by Benjamin, fires the ball away in time. Straight to the head of Ruben Wiggins-Thomas, and racing through on goal, Ashby, and that's a crucial side challenge by Brad Jones. If he didn't make that, Ashby was through on goal. And the ball down the right-hand wing for Dave Molly, deep into rugby territory, just out of reach. Well, honestly, I couldn't tell you right now which way this game's going to go. It remains at 0-0 after 10 second half minutes, so 35 minutes still to play here at Butlin Road. Rugby Town 0, Coventry United 0 is the score, but don't think this has been a boring game, far from it. Throw-in brought down to earth by Wiggins-Thomas. Tries to dribble it away from Jones, but the right back forces him out of play for a throw-in on the halfway line. Of course, you can catch exclusive video highlights of this match from tomorrow morning on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Coventry United TV. Hit the subscribe button and you'll get a notification when the video goes up on to YouTube. And of course, follow us on Twitter at Coventry United TV for updates from the club and the show. You can also vote for our CUTV Man of the Match on Twitter and in the comments section on YouTube. Let us know at Coventry United TV or in the comment section below this video. Let us know who you think should be our CUTV man of the match. Of course, hit the like button on the video if you are enjoying the commentary. Handball claims against Ruben Wiggins-Thomas. Referee doesn't want to know. He did hit the hand, but it was so close that referee couldn't do anything about it. It was basically point blank. Braithwaite picks up the ball now for Rugby Town, just inside their own half. Onto the right with Fabian Smith, back to Braithwaite, space out wide for Ashby, long lofted ball for Ashby, that's a cracking ball from Smith, and Ashby will pick it up. Cuts into the area now, that's a rather poor attempt to square, but it will fall to Braithwaite outside the area, long-range effort charged down by his opposite number 6, Kyle Barnett. And Rugby still in possession with Braithwaite. Glasgow challenges from behind, tries not to foul the number 6, it's played back to Castleton, whips it towards the right-hand side, kept in by Smith. Brilliant long-range passing from Rugby. I think United could learn a trick or two from Rugby's long-range passing. But that wasn't so great from Braithwaite. Cut up by Benjamin. Rugby back on the attack with Kelly. Benjamin shrugs him off the ball and takes it away from Ashby too. Ashby slides in and retrieves possession for Rugby. Braithwaite. A deserved round of applause from the Rugby fans. Tries to find Ruben Wiggins-Thomas on the edge of the box, challenged well by Barnett, but Castleton tries to put it back into the area, picked up on the edge of the box by Tom James. Rugby just don't quit. Now the red and green is trying to slow the place down. Molly blocked up by several sky blue shirts. Dance to Wiggins-Thomas. Belcher. Moose gets stuck in there, doesn't win the ball back out wide now with the Rugby winger, chest control by Chris Cox. And it's with the captain on the edge of his penalty area. Now on the left-hand side with Tom James making his Coventry United debut. Sends it up line for Dave Molly. He's not going to find him with that. Well, that's the difference between Coventry United and Rugby right now. United are trying to play the long game. It's not working. Rugby are trying to play the long game. It's working absolutely beautifully. Pinpoint accurate long-range passing. Cooper's kick met in the air by Chris Cox, but only as far as Braithwaite is playing a midfield role at the minute. Belcher tries to find Wiggins-Thomas, cleared well by Brad Jones, a contender for the CUTV man of the match perhaps. Goes all the way out of play for a Rugby throw deep into Rugby's half. Dance. Ball passed around the Rugby back line. Braithwaite strides forward unopposed. Lovely chip pass for Kolodinsky. It's a little too powerful for the danger man at number 9. Rich Morris to take the goal kick, a former Rugby Town goalkeeper, of course. One of many players who make the switch from Butlin Road to the Red and Greens. Molly nods it on. Won't find Benjamin. Castleton volleys clear. Wiggins Thomas. Jones takes it away from the striker and able to shield it from Ashby. That's dirty play from the number 8 for Rugby, just grabbing the legs of Jones. How that isn't going to be a yellow card, I do not know. Play continues. Referee giving play on. Just now expired as Lewis Rankin forces down Fabian Smith. But if the referee's got anything about him, then that number 8 has got to be booked. But Lee Mivold is going to be let off with that one. It wasn't just foul play, it was unsportsmanlike play as well. But the long ball from Rugby goes straight to Rich Morris between the 6 for Coventry United. Half an hour still to play at Butlin Road. Rugby 0, Coventry 0 in the Midland League M60 Classico. Barnett picks up the ball for United, lays it up to Tommy Glasgow. Benjamin's out wide. On the opposite side is Tom James. James quickly closed down by Ashby. Able to distribute the ball just in time. Cox all the way back to Morris in goal. A hasty clearance from England's number 1, and hasty enough to warrant a throw-in on the left-hand wing as far as Coventry United are concerned, the far side of the pitch for Rugby Town. Well, if in doubt, get it out, and Morris had to do something about that, otherwise he would have been quickly closed down by Kolodinsky, the top scorer for Rugby. Cooper clears, a bit of pushing the back by Wiggins, on Wiggins times by Tom James, but the referee says no. Rankin sends it forward to Apoku, space out wide for Dave Molly, playing on the left-hand side of that front three, but Apoku goes it alone. Apoku still going, despite the best efforts of the defender. Aaron Apoku, parried away well by Cooper. And he'll gather the loose ball. Aaron Apoku not giving up. And the Valley fans to the left-hand side of us voicing their feelings on their team. And a free kick against Coventry United. The flag being waved on that far side for a bit of foul play from the Coventry United man. Bit of pushing and pulling, I think. If I remember rightly, there was a bit of a melee between Rugby and Coventry United coaching staff between these two sides last time out against in the FA Cup match. Yeah, it's a poor cross from Rugby, and United will pick it up with Brad Jones racing forward. Rankin in the centre circle, out wide once again with Jones, a bobbling ball to the right wing. Up line looking for Dave Molly, blocked up by Castleton and gathered by Cooper. Very limited chances in this second half. And going to warm up now, the deadly duo of Craig Reed and Mitch Piggin. They've still got Josh O'Grady on the bench as well. Jeff Woodward too, and there is going to be a change here for Rugby Town with Steve Palmer coming on, the number 12.
Substitution for Rugby Town, leaving the field is...
Who's going to be leaving the field?
Lee
so it's Lee Miveld coming off.
And coming on the field, number 12, Steve Palmer!
So Lee Miveld is replaced by Steve Palmer. Seems like a straight swap in midfield as Coventry United wait for permission to take this throw in. Jones's throw up line, looking for Aaron Apoku. Apoku knobs it on, looking for Benjamin. Cleared well by Dance. Rankin will pick it up in the midfield. Well, he should have done. It was poor control by Rankin. Couldn't bring it down. But he picks it up and lays it off to Tom James. Back to Rankin. Quickly closed down by Palmer. Sends it into the air of Aaron Apoku. Not allowed to play by James Dance. Taking no risks, the Rugby centre back. And United had the throw on the far side. Opoku on the left-hand side of the penalty area, tries to make his way in, lays it off for Rankin, couldn't control it, and cleared by Belcher. Musa goes straight into Ben Ashby and takes out the midfielder. He's quickly back on his feet now. There's Ruben Williams-Summers racing towards the goal. Slight change by Brad Jones. Able to take the ball away from Williams-Summers for a split second. It's back with Rugby now towards the far post and headed away by Jones once again. Hooked back into the area by Ben Ashby and caught easily by Rich Morris. But Brad Jones has been United's saviour right back in this game so far. Morris distributes it. Tommy Glasgow playing on the right-hand wing. Molly to Glasgow. Into the centre circle with Rankin. Space out wide for Tom James. James runs onto it. Into the area looking for Opoku. It's fallen to Braithwaite. Under no challenge from the United strikers and cleared by the number 6. Jones has got to deal with this one for Coventry United. Nods it back towards Rich Morris, who will pick it up as Koldinsky closed him down to the left-hand wing with James once again. One such pass by Lewis Rankin. Now Donnell Benjamin, the Coventry United substitute on for Aaron Wint. Rankin, who has dropped back into midfield now. Benjamin again, looks to get it into the area. Easy, blocked by Braithwaite as Benjamin looked for the pass and don't look now. He's back. Piggins getting ready on the bench. Kolodinsky on the left-hand side of the penalty area for Rugby. Is this the moment where the Valley take control? Back here to Kelly, deflected cross caught by Rich Morris. And yes indeed, ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited return of Mitch Piggin. It's about to happen, but it may have to wait as Brad Jones is, I think he's feeling a little bit of cramp, is he? He's on the deck in the penalty area, Coventry United's penalty area. And Glasgow trying to alleviate a little bit of pain from his teammate. The referee is... He's not dishing out another yellow card, is he? By Jove, I think he is. He's given Musa this time. Well, how many yellow cards has the referee dished out? That's 7 now. Give Musa booked. Well, what for is the question. I can only assume it's dissent. I can't think of anything else, if I'm honest. And Kolodinsky puts the ball out of play for a goal kick with that throw. And ladies and gentlemen of Coventry United, prepare yourselves. Tap in is back. Mitch Piggin for Coventry United makes his long-awaited return. Dave Mully replaced by former Rugby Town striker Mitch Piggin. Hit him where it hurts, tap in. Six weeks on the treatment table. We'll see my distant memory now that Mitch Piggin is back on the field, instantly on the ball, dispossessed by Braithwaite, sends down the right-hand side for Ruben Wiggins-Thomas. Closed down by James, but he's got Smith with him. Down line to Smith. Back to Wiggins-Thomas. His route closed off. The Palmer's in the area. And Morris makes sure that one's going out of play for a goal kick as he barges Palmer off the ball. He overhit that one, Palmer. Heavy first touch from the midfielder off the bench. 25 minutes of normal time remaining here at Butlin Road. Coventry United still drawing 0-0 Rugby Town. But tap in, Mitch Piggin is back on the field, so United's biggest goal threat is back in action. Craig Reed, of course, still amongst substitutes. He's gone down the tunnel actually now, so whether he's going to get something ready to come on, I'm not too certain, but he's gone down the tunnel. To retrieve something from the dressing room, I would assume. Kelly at left back for Rugby, across to the defender Castleton. Switches the play to Fabian Smith, the fullback. Steve Palmer off the bench, replacing Miveld. A few minutes ago. Up line for Wiggins Thomas. Brilliant side challenge by Tom James. Well, Wiggins Thomas was going to ground before James even made the challenge, so whether he was looking for a free kick, I'm not certain. Probably was, but you can hear the Valley support behind Rich Morris's goal. One of the more vocal sets of fans I've seen this season. Smith enclosed on that right hand side. He's got to try and worm his way past Lewis Rankin. He gets the cross in, but he puts it out of play off the leg of Lewis Rankin, and a corner kick is the result. 2 men staying forward for Coventry United, 2 men staying back for Rugby. As Braithwaite goes over to take it, the regular set piece taker for Rugby. Braithwaite's delivery, and head over the goal by Kolodinsky. Near post header from David Kolodinsky. He couldn't keep it down, he couldn't put it into the net. And the Rugby fans being less than helpful in retrieving the ball for Rich Morris. Well, he's got it back now. One of the Rugby fans throwing the ball away from Morris, but luckily there was a sensible fan in the main stand who was able to give the ball back to Morris. Goal kick taken. Just about kept in by Belcher. Terry Anderson feels like it was going to be a throw-in, not given. Piggins, header only finds Braithwaite. Pass charged down. Musa tries to get past Braithwaite. But it's now with Ashby. Challenge well made by Tommy Glasgow, another former Rugby player. Nice pass over to Donald Benjamin, over the goalkeeper, onto the roof of the net. Oh, Donald Benjamin, acres of space. Volleyed into the area off the knee of Aaron Opoku. Donald Benjamin, time and space to work with, tried to lob the goalkeeper Niall Cooper, who was off his line, but it just didn't quite dip enough. Well, what a way that would have been to open the scoring. As it stands with 20 minutes to go, it's still 0-0. We've only ever had 2 0-0s in the history of CUTV. Against, I'm right in saying, was it Lytown last season, and against Crystal Palace for Coventry United ladies last month. Here's Craig Kay, the left back, waiting for options. Palmer. Belcher. Good movement here from Rugby. Plays to the air for Belcher. And once again, Brad Jones there to deny Rugby Town. Punted upfield, looking for Piggin just out of play. Just past the dugout of Terry Anderson. And the throw-in was, well, Rugby were trying to take it in front of Dave Stringer's dugouts. And the referee telling Kay to take it back further. That's a good 15 yards that he's taking it back. And fair play from the referee, making sure the throw was taken in the right place. He's doing it for Jones, he'll do it for Kelly. Right, sends it forward looking for Piggin. He won't find it. Piggin hasn't really been brought into the game yet. Glasgow strides past Kelly. He's able to find his way past Palmer too. Puts it through for Benjamin. And met by Dance, who fires it towards... Oh, look at that! Beautiful foot skills there by Terry Anderson. Well, Anderson able to provide a nice bit of foot skills to take the ball away from the Rugby man. He wasn't too happy with it, and a bit of a shove by the Rugby Town player, and he got one back from Terry Anderson too. And I've got a feeling that Anderson may well be sent to the stands here. The referee has already shown that he's not going to take any stick from the players. But will he take any from the coaching staff? No, he's not going to, I don't think. And Anderson is being warned by the referee, and I think he may be about to be told to leave the field of play. But the referee taking it down in his notebook, and Terry Anderson is going to be sent to the stands for lashing out at the Rugby Town man, I believe. Yeah, it is. Anderson has been told to leave the dugout. Well, Luke Morn trying to calm his boss down. Anderson pushing Ben Ashby, the captain, sorry, the midfielder. The Rugby fans giving Anderson the bit of stick, the Ben Green Army backing their manager. Anderson hops the rail, will stand next to the dugout rather than in it. But that's surely got to be a yellow card for Ashby as well. Ashby was just as at fault as Terry Anderson was, so why Ashby hasn't been given a yellow card, I've got no idea, but in all fairness, I've got to say Anderson's got no excuses there. And the ball falls back into the hands of Niall Cooper. Well, to be fair, it's not going to make that much of a difference because Anderson's literally moved 5 yards to his left. So he hasn't been sent to the stands, he's just been told to leave the dugout. And look at him for Anderson, he's standing literally right next to where the dugout is. As Chris Cox goes to the ground holding his face, Ruben Wiggins-Thomas seeming to put his arm rather than his elbow to the face of Chris Cox, but elbow or arm, it still hurts. And the physio is going to come over, and with 15 minutes of normal time to go, it remains at 0-0. And to be fair, in this second half, it's been a half of limited chances, and if anything, it's been more about the descents rather than the goals and the chances. Well, Cox is upright again. He's sitting up. Seems to have taken a blow from Ruben Wiggins-Thomas to the face. Well, I really do hope this isn't a 0-0 because this has been better than a 0-0 match. So with 15 minutes to go here at Butlin Road, Rugby Town 0, Coventry United 0 on this non-league day. Well, Manchester United may be sleeping, but Coventry United certainly aren't. And of course, we'll be on the road once again on Tuesday nights against an old rival in Leicester Road. You can catch live coverage of Leicester Road versus Coventry United in the Polymac Packaging League Cup from 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday evening, right here on CUTV. And we're on air again tomorrow afternoon from 1:45 p.m. as Coventry United ladies take on C&K Basildon in the FA Women's Premier League South. And of course you can get exclusive video highlights of this match from tomorrow morning on our YouTube channel. You won't find them anywhere else. We're underway once again as Rich Morris blasts it clear, looking for Mitch Piggin. Piggin nods it on, just out of reach of Aaron Opoku, who's behind the striker. Castleton, up line for Wiggins-Thomas, who seems to be playing as a left winger now, with Kolodinski playing as the main striker. Castleton strides forward. Belcher, plenty of space for Smith down the right hand side, he's completely unmarked. Rankin comes across to try and close him down. Palmer, out wide to Kolodinski. Wiggins-Thomas in the penalty area at the far post. Kolodinski's cross. Wiggins-Thomas! I think it was actually the defender who got his head on it. It was Brad Jones. Jones got his head to the ball just for Wiggins-Thomas could. And Jones is not feeling too good at the minute. I think he may have landed awkwardly. He's back to his feet now. Shake of hands between Wiggins-Thomas and Jones. A great aerial battle with the United man winning the war. And another substitution here for Rugby Town and for Coventry United.
Leaving the field, number 11, Sam Belcher.
Well, Belcher leaves the field.
Coming on to replace Sam, number 16, Chad Birch.
So Chad Birch comes on. I believe right saying he was a substitute against Coventry United for Rugby in the FA Cup match in August. And United will also be making the change, and I believe it's going to be Aaron Opoku coming off, so could Craig Reid be coming on? Number 16 is written down, and I think, yes, that is Craig Reid. So Craig Reid's going to be coming on for Coventry United. The number 16 on the substitutes board, unless we've been given the wrong numbers, I believe Craig Reid's going to be coming on for Aaron Opoku. Piggin takes the ball away from Palmer with a high boot. Rankin sends it forward. Aaron Opoku. Benjamin wants it on the left-hand side. Opoku cuts in. Kelly gets there first, tries to clear, and the job is finished off. Striding forward goes the Rugby number 7. But Ashby tries to set it down the left wing for Kolodinski. It's a rather wayward ball, and it will go out of play for a Coventry United throw level with the penalty area. And the change is made as Craig Reed comes on for Coventry United. Aaron Opoku is replaced. So the dynamic duo of Mitch Piggin and Craig Reed is reunited. The partnership which saw so many goals in August is reunited. And we'll be saying on Coventry, maybe Reed has been missing Piggin because he hasn't been scoring as many goals in September without his strike partner. They're reunited now, so we'll see exactly what United can do. It looks like they're still staying with the 4-3-3. Piggin wins the header and wins the second ball as well. They're sent forward by Rugby. Kolodinsky doesn't know where that ball's gone. Jones doesn't, nods it forward. Glasgow up rather than out. Headed by Barnett. Stabbed away from Palmer by Tommy Glasgow. Striding forward, out wide for Craig Reed. Nice ball to Benjamin down the left-hand side. Reed wants it back in a square position. Craig Reed tried to find Glasgow on the edge of the area. It was not the best of passes and cleared by Castleton, but Reed will pick it up in the midfield. So is Reed playing as a midfielder here? Well, no, he's going into a more attacking position now. Pass by James, drifts out of play down the left-hand side. He was looking for Donnell Benjamin, but he won't find him. Don't forget to hit the like button on this video if you are enjoying today's commentary. Leave a comment below with your feedback. Subscribe to CUTV on YouTube for more exclusive football content. And of course you can get us on Twitter at Coventry United TV. Just 10 minutes to go here at Butling Road. 0-0 the current score. Kolodinsky nods it on, looking for Chad Birch. He won't find him and play it back to the goalkeeper by Tom James. So it looks to me as if it's both teams going for 4-3-3s. With United, it's Benjamin on the left, Craig Reed down the centre, Piggin down the right. Benjamin leaps high, doesn't get it, cleared by Dance. Birch tries to pick it up. Birch playing on that right-hand side of the front three and able to win it back and play it to Fabian Smith, the fullback. Plays a 1-2 with Palmer. Musa shrugs Ashby off the ball, and Ashby shrugs Rankin to the ground. And the referee calling over James Dance. And I believe I'm right in saying that Ashby's already been booked, so it may be a final warning for the Rugby Town midfielder Ben Ashby. It's indeed a final warning for Ashby. One more offence like that, Ashby is off. Lewis Rankin to take this free kick. We'll be naming our CUTV man of the match in a couple of minutes' time. Next time the ball goes out of play, we'll be naming our man of the match. Rankin into the area, headed out of the area, and picked up by Chad Birch of Rugby Town. Lovely weighted ball towards Kelly, but a great side challenge by Chris Cox to take the ball away. Piggin swats away from Castleton, ball to the area, headed away by Braithwaite. Birch, chest control, he gets his body in the way of Lewis Rankin, and a free kick against Coventry United. Well, it's now time to name our CUTV man of the match, and today we're going to give it to Coventry United's number 2, Brad Jones. An intense defensive display from the United fullback. That's the Rugby fullback, Fabian Smith, striding forward, tries to put it into the area, blocked by the boot of Lewis Rankin. Poor clearance though, long range effort, and it's a long way away from the goal by Palmer. Well, this late stage, you've got to try from that sort of distance. You get a sniff of the goal, you've got to take it. But it wasn't the best of efforts by Palmer, and unfortunately I think we could well be heading to a stalemate. I don't know whether it's been a lack of creativity or a outstanding defensive display from both defences, probably a bit of both actually, but the second half's been nowhere as near as entertaining as the first. Morris clears. Piggin nods it on for Reed. Benjamin tries to bring it down, trying to put it through for Reed, and ball down to her by Smith, just able to keep the ball away from Mitch Piggin. Smith strides forward, surrounded by red shirts, and a good challenge made by Donald Benjamin. Piggin wants it, he's got Reed to his right. Benjamin, past one, couldn't get past the second. Benjamin tried to do too much, and Reed saying, why didn't you pass? It was a good run from Benjamin, but he just tried to do a little bit too much on his own there. James able to shepherd the ball out of play under the pressure of Chad Birch. So as Coventry City drew 0-0 against Barnet in the early kick-off, it looks like the other Coventry side, Coventry United, may be about to draw against Rugby. And another scoreless stalemate. Dance to Braithwaite. Still every chance of a goal in the next 5 minutes though. Kolodinsky couldn't get to the ball with that header. Cox sends it to the left-hand side, but be picked up by Ashby. Kelly looks for the cross. Ashby again. There's a neat ball to Kelly. Lobbed cross. Birch at the far post. James lets it go to Birch. On the right-hand side of the penalty area. Takes on James. James slides in, able to slow the ball down. Rankin clears only as far as Fabian Smith. Smith's cross. Wiggins Thomas! And he headed it into the ground. And it's caught by Rich Morris. Well, the next goal of this late stage will be the winner, I'm sure of it. And that was a golden chance for Rugby to seal the 3 points. Ashby making good progress now into the centre with Wiggins Thomas. Palmer sends it down the left for David Kolodinsky. Can he send him across on the left hand side, jockeying for position with Brad Jones. Jones gets his body to the cross, but it's with Kelly once again. Kelly's cross, Morris comes for it, easy catch. Looking to get United on the attack now. Lewis Rankin. Rankin lays it off to James. United slowing the pace down. Are they happy with a draw? If I know anything about Coventry United, the answer would be no. Rankin, neat ball down the left for Mitch Piggin. I don't think he'll get there. No, he won't. Dance makes sure that Piggin won't get to it. 5 minutes of normal time to go here at Butlin Road. Rugby Town 0, Coventry United 0. Wiggins Thomas got past Chris Cox, and Cox pulls him to the ground. Yellow card, no doubt. Well, the Rugby fans next to us asking for a red card. Well, the referee certainly pulling out his book. Pulling Ruben Wiggins Thomas to the floor. He's got no complaints now, Chris Cox. And the referee, a yellow card for the United skipper. I think I'm right in saying that's 8 players the referee's booked, so nearly half of the team. Half of the players on the pitch, I should say. He's been very card happy, this official. Braithwaite to take this set piece from the right hand side of the penalty area. Danger close for Coventry United. It's Braithwaite, headed away by Chris Cox, atoning for that foul on Ruben Wiggins Thomas. But it's one back now. Burke is offside. Played to the right hand side by Ashby. And Birch had strayed past Tom James. Offside's the call from the linesman, in perfect view of the situation. Rich Morris to take it on the edge of his penalty area. Morris sends it forward, looking for Piggin. He's not going to find him, and Smith will pick it up at fullback. Now let it go after a throw into Rugby, deep into the Valley half. James wins the header. Piggin brings it down, tries to flick it on to Donald Benjamin, but he's beaten to the ball by Braithwaite, who sends it forward. James lets that one go out of play for a throw to Coventry United. United in no rush to get the ball, so I can only assume they're happy with a 0-0. James sends it up line, no one there. Wayward throw from James, who has had a bad debut, hasn't had the greatest. That's a rather skewed pass by Braithwaite. It should be kept in by Kelly, it is just about. Kelly plays a 1-2 with Wiggins Thomas. Kelly, up line, and United nearly allowing Kolodinsky to sneak in under their noses. United have got it back now. Rankin sends it forward to Craig Reed. Benjamin wants it. Benjamin couldn't control it, hits him in the back. Picked up by Smith. Braithwaite. 3 minutes of normal time to go. Kelly. Low, long ball to Ruben Wiggins Thomas until halfway along with Braithwaite. Well, he's put that one into the main stand. And Coventry United will have the throw. Thrown back onto the pitch by a fan. Bounces into the hands of Brad Jones. As we enter the final 90 seconds of the 90. Pigan nods it on. Benjamin. Reid wants it in the centre. Donnell Benjamin. Reid's in the centre of the pitch. Benjamin towards the far post. Craig Reid. Oh, it's blocked by the leg of Fabian Smith. Well, handball claimed from the Coventry United faithful. It seemed that it hit the knee rather than the hand. But a poor pass by Smith. Flicked up by Glasgow. Now Rankin. Reid wants it in the box. But United as far away from the box as they can be. Glasgow is flicked off the leg of Palmer. One last chance for the Red and Greens. Well, they're in the right position and may as well attack this one. If they're happy with the 0-0, they've pretty much got the 0-0 so that they can hang on. But if they've got a chance at this area of the pitch, they've got to attack it, surely. Tom James, Sicily sends in the cross. Pigan nods it on. It's gone to Donnell Benjamin. Benjamin, surely for the moment. Donnell Benjamin, great save! Fantastic save! Niall Cooper comes to the Valley's rescue. Just when you thought United were about to seal the 3 points in the last minute, it doesn't happen. And the ball sent into Morris's box towards Kordinsky, caught by Morris. And now United are trying to get themselves back on the front foot. Jones to Glasgow. Off the hand, surely, of Palmer. Roll onto the arm of Palmer. Referee says no. Kelly, Braithwaite, now Palmer. Ashby tries to get the cross in. Shields it from Gift Musa. Corner kick is caught the leg of Musa. Well, if it wasn't for the heroics of Niall Cooper, Rugby will be trying to go for an equaliser. As it stands, they're going for a winner. And the Valley faithful behind Rich Morris's goal, backing their team as we head into added time. How much of it there will be, I do not know, but it's going to be Fabian Smith to whip this hopeful ball in towards the near post, headed away easy by Glasgow. Rankin sends it upfield. Benjamin will chase, but he won't reach it. Dan sends it for once again, but he's giving it straight to Mitch Pigan. United have their opponents outnumbered here. Lewis Rankin down the right hand side. Cut off by Kelly and Wiggins Thomas. Wiggins Thomas gets the ball and forced to the ground by Rankin, and I think that's about game over. And Rankin's going to get a yellow card as well. Forceful play from the former Coventry City winger, and Lewis Rankin will be booked. Well, the referee has given yellow cards when really it should have been just a stern word in this game. I think that's 9 yellow cards he's given, so almost half of the players on the pitch. And I dare say that if we're going to get another move, it's going to be the last move of the match, as some of the fans are making their way into the bar, go and get themselves a pint after witnessing a goalless display as it stands. Niall Cooper sends it upfield one last time. Kept in by Wiggins Thomas, but Barnett nods it forward. Glasgow volleys it clear. Benjamin nods it on for Craig Reid. Reid brings it down. Glasgow's in support. Closed down by the Rugby defenders. Glasgow. Now Mitch Pigan, back to goal. Challenge well made by Palmer. Long ball down the right hand side. Chad Birch will give chase. Birch makes a beeline for the box, and Chris Cox slides in and puts it out of play, and the referee gives a free kick to Coventry United for a push by Chad Birch. Well, Rich Morris taking his side. I think United have accepted that a 0-0 draw is probably all they're going to get, unless they can get one more opportunity. Morris throws the ball into position. Could we get one more chance? We've had 2 minutes of added time. There surely can't be long left now. Morris clears. An entertaining game it has been, but a scoreless game it ends. You can't say neither side had their chances to win it. You better bet they did. But Coventry United and Rugby Town both failed to find the back of the net.
There's 2 men of the matches this afternoon.
Final score at Butlin Road. Rugby Town 0, Coventry United 0.
And the one for Coventry United is number 8, Tommy Glasgow.
We're hearing that Tommy Glasgow has been named the Coventry United Player of the Match by Rugby, and United have named Castleton, Sean Castleton, the centre-back, their man. Actually, in all fairness, if I was choosing Rugby man of the match, I definitely would have given it to Sean Castleton, so I think they made the right call on that one. But that brings to an end our coverage here on CUTV for another week. We will be live tomorrow afternoon from 1:45 p.m. on YouTube with live coverage of Coventry United ladies versus C&K Basildon. That's 1:45 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. And of course, we will be live on Tuesday night as Coventry United travel to Leicester Road in the Polymac Publishing League Cup. That's live from 7:30. And of course, you can get exclusive video highlights of this match if you want to see them from tomorrow morning on our YouTube channel. But until we meet again, thank you for joining us here on CUTV. I'm Neil Cook. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow for another edition of Coventry United TV.